From your local election headquarters, this is Big Country Politics on KTAB.
All right, welcome back, and we're continuing our conversation with Jack Rentz, newly elected City Council member. Again, thank you for joining us on the show. And I want to ask you, what are your plans on the City Council? What do you want to do? What do you want to accomplish?
Well, of course, I want to get in there and work with all the council members, get to know them. I know them all, but know them a lot better. I want to be a team player. I want to, when we got issues, I want to help find the solution. It's out there. I won't be the guy that's blaming the city or this or that. I'll be the guy. Let's just find the solution. If there's not one, we'll find that. That's an answer too. But let's deal with the problems and issues as they come up and move on down the road.
Well, I think one of the biggest solutions people and the City Council is dealing with right now, and there's a new advisory board that was made to deal with this street maintenance fee. Give me your thoughts on that. What do you think the solution is there? Well,
the street maintenance fee is we had to have something, so we got some money coming in starting around the first of the year. We got the advisory committee. I think it's great. Ken Martin with Jacobson Martin Engineers is heading it up, and that's great because we'll have a lot of people that can help pinpoint the worst areas, in my opinion, need to be worked on, but we got somebody on there that understands all the processes. I've heard a lot of comments about they fix a pothole and 6 months later it's all torn up. I don't know whether that's true or not. My general response has been, well, they don't have enough money to work with to do it right. So I believe going forward, they'll either do it right or they'll just postpone it until they build up enough reserves to do it right, and that'll be really good. So.
What I hear from a lot of councilmen, the mayor is, and I don't know if it's already started happening to you yet, but getting stopped and out in public and people wondering what's going on and asking them out in public while they're out and about. Has that happened to you yet?
Oh, I've had a lot of people come up and congratulate me that I either barely know or don't know at all, but they've seen the face, they recognize me.
Yeah, getting used to it?
Oh yeah, it's fine.
Well,
yeah.
I want to ask you about your industry. Right. First of all, remind people what you do.
Well, I founded Rentec Boiler Systems in July 1 of 1996, and we build industrial boilers, ship them all over the world. We got them in about 33 or 4 countries, and so we're heavy in engineers, and we're heavier in welders and assembly and technicians that work in our shops.
Well, that brings me to my next question. There's been a shift lately here in Abilene, it seems like, with the new TSTC building over at the airport, and even some classes going on in the AISD and Wiley going towards tradesmanship. Talk about that.
Well, it's great. It's time. It's overdue. We work close with the AISD welding program. We donated a state-of-the-art welding machine a few years ago, and it's still state-of-the-art. It had only a couple of years ago. But and we work with the instructors, and we have a kind of informal agreement with those top students to come our way towards the end of graduation. We've had them working for us part-time after they turn 18, working around their school schedule. So they make pretty good money at it, and as I say, they can sleep like a baby at night. So it's good. TSTC is going to be good. Cisco teaches welding. You can always, it's kind of like nursing. It's one of those mobile careers you can take just about anywhere.
Well, and you said there kind of needs to be kind of a shift there. Letting people know that it's tradesmanship, being a tradesman is a good career.
Yeah, I agree, and it is. And you look around, and the guys make pretty good money. I mean, you can't do your own plumbing. I mean, I can't anymore. I used to could a little bit, but if you learn a skill, you learn a trade, you can make a living, and you can take it with you if you need to relocate. So so families have to start thinking about that. The cost of a 4-year college is pretty incredibly high. And these guys that we get, kids right out of high school going to work in our shop as welders, and sometimes we sometimes are the only training they get. They just work on the job training and get better and better. So,
and that's one of those skills, like a lot of tradesmen. The more you do, the better you get.
Oh yeah, you move up the ranks. You can become a supervisor if you have the personality for it, and you can. So I have them in my company working as design draftsmen that used to be in the shop as helpers, worked their way all the way up, and along the way it's recognized these people are pretty smart, and they wound up in our shop. And some of them actually still moonlight back to the shop, but they work in the office as designers, sitting at a computer screen designing boilers. So
very interesting.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Rentz, before we end our conversation, is there anything that you would like to let those voters know, or let the people in the city of Abilene know about you, or what to expect from you?
Well, thank you to the 55% that voted for me, and to you, the 45%, I'd just say, give me a chance. You know, I'm about as tight as anybody. I drive a truck that's got hail damage from 2 hailstorms. I'm too tight to fit. So but you know, if it makes sense, we do it. If opportunity knocks on my door, I've let it in. If opportunity knocks on the door for the city, I'll be saying, let's let it in. Give me a chance. I want to be known for getting the truth out, helping the city staff get the truth out, because on the campaign trail, there's just misinformation. Sometimes the truth is just not as exciting as misinformation. So, you know, I'll do that, and I don't have any wild ideas to spend the city's money or anything like that. We do have infrastructure. Roads are not the only thing getting old around here, and over the next 10 years, you're going to see some other things spent in the waterworks department, and they know what they are. They've got them on in the pipeline. Not to use that word for water, but they know they've got some repaired. We're an aging city, so just give me a chance. I think he'll be okay. And,
all right.
And you know, it's sad, but only about 10 or 12% of the citizens of Abilene voted. And I don't know what we can do better about that, but we have some really good people just didn't even know there was an election. How could they not know if it's an election? So maybe the media can help better, and that's time to get the word out to more people. But
well, we'll
thank you for voting for me. Give me a chance. That's my bottom line.
Of course, you're being sworn in Monday morning.
That's right, 8:30 Monday.
All right, we'll be there.
All right.
Thank you for joining us on the show. All right, Jack Rentz, new incoming city council member, joining us on Big Country Politics. We'll be right back.